Salvador Dali's Christ of St. John of the Cross. Salvador Dali was a prominent Spanish surrealist painter born in Figueres, Catalonia, Spain in 1904, and continued his work up until his death in January of 1989. Dali was born into the Spanish middle class, to a strict disciplinary father and to a more lenient mother who encouraged him on his artistic endeavors as a child. Dali entered the Madrid School of Fine Arts in 1921 and attended until his expulsion in 1926 for causing unrest among his classmates. He moved to France in the late 1920s, where he met Pablo Picasso and André Breton, the latter of whom inspired Dali's work into surrealism, eventually joining the rest of the surrealists in Paris, leading to his most infamous work to date, in 1931, The Persistence of Memory, pictured below. However, in 1934, Dali was kicked out of the same surrealist group after he had conflicting political views with Breton regarding the implementation of leftist political views onto surrealism. Subsequently moving to Italy, war in the 40s and 50s, Dali's paintings focused more on religion as he grew an interest in the supernatural, portraying subjective reality into his works using extremely foreshortened angles. The painting we're going to be talking about today is Christ of St. John of the Cross. It came across to Dali as an inspiration after he experienced what he described to be a cosmic dream. Later using a sketch made by St. John of the Cross circa 1550 AD for inspiration, hence the work is named after the sketch made by St. John. The subject is easily recognized as it depicts the crucifixion of Jesus Christ. Dali was a very religious man in the later portion of his life, as he was a renowned Catholic after becoming atheist, and believed that it would not be right to depict Jesus bloodied and nailed, so he depicted Jesus without any sort of gore usually found with other crucifixions. Hence, he's just floating atop of a cross without any thorns or bloods or nails. The composition of Christ's arms and head reflect a triangle and a circle. The triangle is believed to be a reference to the Holy Trinity, and Christ's head, positioned in the center of the triangle, is analogous to how Jesus is at the center of one's life, which Dali believed to be true, seeing as how he had renewed faith on Christ.
The painting was created in 1951 and is a product of the Surrealist movement of the 20th century, which can be seen in the way that it has two perspectives, one looking down on the cross and the second being the landscape from a normal perspective. Over time, the painting has received mixed reviews and been the center of controversy. About 10 years after it made its debut, the painting was slashed by a visitor upset about the perspective looking down on the cross. It has since been restored and rehung. In more recent years, it has been described by art critic Jonathan Jones as the most enduring vision of the crucifixion painted in the 20th century. The painting is in oil on canvas, which was quite typical for Salvador Dali paintings. The colors used are vivid, yet not too bright, evoking a sense of calm and emphasizing the light from above that is cast on Jesus. Blood, nails, and painted expressions, typical to crucifixion images, are not depicted in Dali's version, adding to the feeling of peacefulness.
The size of the painting is 205 centimeters by 116 centimeters, or 80.7 inches by 45.67 inches. A majority of the painting is composed of Christ, and it draws attention to the large triangle that takes up the painting. The painting's triangle represents the Holy Trinity, and Christ's head in the center represents religion being the center of everyone's life. Normally, when thinking of paintings of Christ, people imagine it to be larger than the size of an average human being and expect it to be much grander. The location of this painting was originally painted in Spain, but was bought by Tom Honeyman in the 1950s and is now displayed at the Kelvingrove Art Gallery and Museum in Glasgow, Scotland. Many critics did not like it, and the piece was considered extremely controversial. It was later slashed by an angry museum visitor, angered by the way that Jesus was portrayed. Eventually, it was voted Scotland's favorite painting, and originally Dali had painted it to express his newfound Catholic faith and how he felt about Christ and his passion for Christ. And the purpose of the painting has not changed over time.